host Joyce Kioko, and guys, it's been a minute. I know it's been quite a long time, but kulikuwa na shughuli hapa na pale, and we thank God today we get to do this one more time. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And guys, stay tuned because leo nimekutana na sijui nimuite msanii, sijui nimuite nani, but tunamuitaga Ras. Mimi namjua kama Ras. He was a presenter at Kiss FM. He was a reggae presenter. Alikuwa na kipindi pale ambayo inaitwa nitamruhusu tu yeye mwenyewe ajiintroduce na atuambie inaitwa aje, and then kazi ikakuja ikaisha. So he is going to explain to us how this affected his life, how things changed. Wale watu ambao walikuwa nasikia reggae kule 2010 pale Kiss FM, najua mkimuona mnaweza ama mkisikia sauti yake mnaweza mkumbuka, na tueleze kipindi yake. Direct to him. Ras, mambo?
Hi Lisa, give thanks for God.
Okay, hata sijashikanisha nini umesema, lakini it is well, it is okay. Okay, nataka uambie watu unaitwa nani na umetokea wapi, ulizaliwa wapi, majina yako kamili, si majina ya usanii, alafu baadaye utatuambia majina ya usanii, maana nafahamu ulikuwa unafanya kazi pale Kiss, ulikuwa na kazi mzuri sana. And then tuanzie hapo, tuambie unaitwa nani na umetokea wapi.
I go by the name of Ezekiel.
Unaweza ongeza sauti kidogo labda watu wasikie.
They know me as Mzizi Mbaya.
Mzizi Mbaya. So hilo ndio jina lako la usanii. Unaitwa Ezekiel. Ezekiel, labda nyumbani umetokea wapi?
Me, when it comes to that question, sometimes it's very hard for these people
to understand.
Yeah.
Try us.
because me I live with the teachings of the Lion of Judah. I told me never to turn back. Just focused. Because this life we're living is just this time. The next second belongs to Him.
So for example,
I believe my home is in Zion. It's either eternal life or eternal fire, depending on my deeds or not.
Yeah, I'll give an example. For example, me, I come from Cumberland. Where does Ezekiel come from originally?
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're asking. That is where I differ with very many people. When the Lion of Judah is sent to the world by his imperial majesty,
you're from a community of heaven.
He never went back home. Because he started being more active at the age of 8, and at the 12th time, at the age of 12 he was in a synagogue preaching, and it reached a point.
Yeah.
They started asking of the family their king.
But the Lion of Judah was also from a tribe.
Just listen to me. You listen fast there.
Okay.
Then when he was there, the parents came, and he was asked, okay, we're giving these elders here the positive vibes. Yeah, he was more positive.
At the age of 12.
Yes, sir. So when he was talking to them, someone came and told him, hey, your parents are looking for you, your mom and your brothers and your whatever are looking for you. What did you tell them? No, what did you tell them? Because you go to church.
I'm in the house of my father.
Then what else did you tell them?
What else did you tell us?
He told
He asked them, why are you looking for me and I'm in the house of my father?
Not exactly. He told them, my brothers and sisters and mothers are those who get the word of His imperial majesty.
Okay, that is one part of what he told them. But I'm also right on what he told them, right?
I'm not wrong, but now this is what the viewers, the people want to hear, the children of God, the believers.
Yeah.
Because it's not everyone who hears the word accept it.
Yeah, true.
Others will be against. There's positive energy, there's negative energy. Because you'll find that even the negative energy will still go to the church to hide.
They hide in the church.
They hide in the church, especially like the witches. I hate them. Those people are the ones who have really made my life become
So
hectic.
in short, you don't have a tribe. Of
I
course, you
don't
have a tribe,
Maybe
but you
one
don't
of
want
the
to tell us.
tribes of
Okay,
Israel.
where did Ezekiel grow up? Where did you?
Okay, I've been more of just here in Nairobi.
Here in Nairobi.
I'm a Kenyan.
Were you born in Nairobi?
I'm a Kenyan. That's what I can say. Why is it that I don't like talking about this travel thing? Because of this, especially like right now we're just about to do the
Elections
and all that.
And it's a good thing because we are all Kenyans, okay?
But it's not everyone who knows that. Why do we experience this violence at this particular time? Why do we experience that?
Okay,
Because of the wickedness of power. There are those who pump some nonsense into this youth man's head, and then it makes this other side to be hated more by this other side. You know, to an extent it leads to violence. You know, like shedding of blood, houses being torched, school burnt, what? There's no movement.
Okay, let's just say
what causes that thing? Is it not this tribe thing?
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's true.
So me, I hate that. You ask me what I do. I'm positive minded. I'm a Kenyan.
Okay, fine. Let's just stick to that. You're a Kenyan, and
yes,
that's good, because during this time of campaigns and elections, blah blah blah, and stuff like that, we are trying to focus ourselves in eradicating tribalism. You understand?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So because we are children, so not children, we are children of one Father. We are kids of one Father, which is God in heaven. Anyway, exactly. Ezekiel or Mzizi, right? Can you just tell us your journey? How was your journey? There was a time you were working. Did you go to school? Did you go to campus? Did you go to college? How did you find yourself in Kiss FM?
At the time I managed to, God bless that work has to come. It was not even in Kiss FM, it was KissTv.
KissTv. Oh, KissTv, okay. Tell us about that.
So the thing was, I met my friends who saved me from the street. By that time I was in the street for like 10 years, hustling.
So before you entered into Kiss, you went to work to in KissTv. You were a street boy.
Yes,
can you tell us about that? How did you end up in the streets?
It's just friends. Okay, my pap, before I came out of home, was working in the Ministry of Lands and things like that, but now reached that point of retirement. So he was great. He's passed. I called him some years back. It was like he was never corrupted, and he was working in the Ministry of Lands.
So your father had a good job?
No, listen. This guy was working in the Ministry of Land, but never. He was real. He was real.
In what he was doing.
He's not that style. Yes, that he had to sign papers for people to get lands and things like that. He didn't grab even a piece of land. He bought his. He got his, okay, in the sense of Western.
So he was honest.
Exactly.
In his job.
That is what his majority don't have. They're never straight.
Honesty.
When they get those chances, they take advantage. He never took advantage, because
so if your dad was
the last words they told me before we parted ways was that, okay, I know you're my son, I'm your dad. You live with the teachings I've been telling you, but at the same time, God knows you better than me. So as long as you don't forget about God, be it hunger or what, those kind of things, they may be tight. It's no turning back.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that is where I now gained that momentum of it.
So if your dad was well off, he had a good job, he was honest and stuff like that, how did you find yourself in the street?
Because I was not employed.
You are not employed,
I'm a
but
freelance.
you're coming from a good family.
It's not very good because the background is weak.
How many siblings do you have?
Government, or okay, works offices or the ministries or people serving the government. Actually, they're not paid like the NGOs and things like that.
Yeah. And how many? Maybe sorry to interrupt. I just want to understand
We.
your way to the street. What made you go to the street? Maybe how many siblings did your parents have to take care of? Because maybe there was a lot of work, school fees, and stuff like that. They couldn't manage all of you, so you decided to go to the street. How many siblings do you have?
There were 6.
6 of you.
I'm the second last.
Okay. You are the second last. Okay.
You know, 4 boys, 2 are ladies. Now I'm on the middle of the 2 empresses.
So did you just wake up one day and decide to go to the streets?
No.
Is it because of friends?
No, when we were there, and, you know, they not retrenched but retired. So we had to move. So going back.
Back to where?
Western Kenya.
Okay. Back to Western Kenya, okay.
Yeah. That's where the land is. He bought a piece of
Land.
at least built his crib because that's a promise he promised my mom. You know, if you are with someone, the things that will make you be strong together is the way you will help me and the way I listen and understand you all the way. That's how we work. To the very end, with our ups and downs, what we don't look aside, no turning back, like that, and believing in God. You know, because sometimes it reaches a point and you're weak. Like, what is happening? What, you know? But if you don't give me the morale, that's how the devil will take advantage.
Yeah.
So you have to be strong. And when you're weak, it gives me that morale of I have to be strong. You know? And keep you. That's how we live. You know? Yeah. Now that is how I survive with my friends too.
So you came all the way from Western to...
So when I was coming back after he took the stuff home, with the one with the parking as well, or the other people were, but now I have to be there because there are some documents, what, some other stuff that is, you cannot just allow anyone just come and just tamper with them because
you have to be careful.
If you pack them well, he know how he's going to, at the time of he's going to unpack the stuff, so you know them. Yeah. So then we went. Now coming back, me, I've been raised in that lifestyle of, you cannot even believe this, I don't even know my uncles and things like that.
You don't know your
because me,
relatives.
I grew in the I grew in the city life. They didn't have that time of those travelings because of the amount that he used to earn, has to pay the crib, has to take guys to school, he has to buy food, he has to buy, you know.
You still haven't told us how you found yourself in the streets.
I'm coming to that.
Okay.
So when we went home, at least he tried to fix some of these guys.
Your siblings now?
Yeah. But me now, I was strong with my art life. So when we went back home, I had to come back with another friend.
Back to Nairobi.
Yeah. Not coming back with this guy. This guy reached a point, this thing of hustling for the jobs and things like that. And this guy, I'm the one who used to even at least, you know, teaching these things of the art life. Music, reggae, I'm a reggae artist, reggae and dance. And giving more ideas and things like that. And the artworks, because the mom asked me. Now he was a player. You do this, but him, he will talk to the mom. And talk to the mother. He'll be given money, but he's using me. But he wants to go and do what? You're supposed to go to the studio to record and things like that. Now this guy will sneak and go on his own. Something funny, we had met them with that producer. He asked me, "Hey," one day when you're just strolling in the street and it's like, I thought you were coming. I was told I don't know where you were coming, and he didn't come. Come where? Oh, the guy came, the studio recorded what, and he's gone.
So you're coming back to Nairobi, you're
So
trying
he
to chase your
had that
dreams.
time, exactly.
To be a reggae artist.
And that is what he told me. You, this art life of yours, you cannot just stay here. You need to do what? You need to mingle with people who understand that lane where you want to trod pan. You feel me? Yes, so those are the reasons that brought me back. Because I knew if I stick there, and I'm not even used to that environment that much, I will lose more.
So in short, you're chasing
Here,
your
there's
dreams.
exactly, the studios are here, the media like you guys are here, you know, yeah, you can meet people who understand you better than the way you might lose.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long did you stay in the streets?
At that time, that was like 10 when they chucked me out of the crib. And something funny that they had worked, hustle. I managed some amount.
So they chased you out of the house?
Exactly. This guy with some other guy turned against. He turned against the lion. Imagine. But I didn't resist.
Throw you out.
I didn't resist. And that is how I lost my first stuff again, everything. When I went to check on them, I didn't even get anything.
So you had no option apart from going to stay in the streets like other kids?
Yes, because
How was
now
your
I don't
life
know.
there?
I learnt a lot actually.
How long, how many years were you there? How was life like in the streets? Were you having meals to eat? How were you hustling? Where were you sleeping?
You try to hustle, you sleep outside most definitely. You hustle, you live with them, no clothes, you know those things. But I never forgot. So
Okay,
that is
so
how.
take us through your life in the streets. Ulikuwa unafanya kazi gani ndo unaweza kupata chakula ya kula?
No marks.
Hakuna job.
You just move around stuffs. But now me God blessed, favored me. The guys I was more in the company, I was in the company. Then whenever I wanted to accompany them to go for those labs, they tell me no. Someone has remained in the hood to check out because you know majority just hate us. When they look at us like this, they think that we are thugs, what, you know. This negative energy is too much. And those are some of the things that make these people start stealing. Because they give up. I come to you, you close the window. And I'm hungry. You know, there's a way they treat. You know, then there are those who come and take advantage of these guys in the street. They come and put on clothes like that. Then they rob people.
Okay.
You know? Then it was seen that this guy was in the back street. These guys. So when he goes, he leaves who in the blunder where he was sitting with these guys. Simply because it gets them flat full of someone, another was, you know, they use drugs, sleeping glue, someone.
So not everyone in the
tablets.
street is a
No,
termed as a thief is a thief. So there are outsiders who comes to the street.
I've been in the street. How did I end up in that session with
So you're telling me there are outsiders who come in the streets, they wear like the street kids and they
don't
steal
have
from
problems
people.
they don't have problems like the rental issues. Even some of them are just, they come from some well-off families.
Well-off families, and they pretend to be street kids so that they may steal from people.
Exactly.
So that the blame may go to the street kids. Okay. Where were you sleeping in the streets? Were you sleeping down? Were you sleeping? Did you guys maybe some other people sleep under bridge? Where were you specifically sleeping? What kind of maybe shelter did you?
Slept outside many times.
Outside. How about when it's raining?
You'll sort yourself. You'll go to someone's veranda, shop or whatever.
Yeah, and get a shelter there. Okay. Have you ever in the streets are there days that you lacked food kabisa kabisa?
Yeah, I
Hakuna,
can
you've
even go for
tried
even a week.
a week without eating.
It is not easy that much the way people just think. But now, what saved me was more into God, pray. I never changed my mind. So even if the way you're talking earlier about church, these people don't even know the way I relate with God. Because even at that time when I was there, where were they to save me up to right now come out? But right now I go to the church, start making it look like they're the ones who are teaching me about the Lion of Judah. They can't teach me more about Lion of Judah.
And you were suffering in the streets for...
He's the one now who made me come out of the street.
Yeah.
He's the one who hooked me up with the one who I ended up as a presenter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go to
him.
Yeah, before we
It
go
was
to
not
you,
mankind.
before we go to you being a presenter, there is one question I want to ask you. The time you were in the streets, your family was still back in Western. There wasn't one time you have suffered a lot in the street. There is no food. There is nothing. There is no shelter. There is no one time you sat down and thought of going back home.
That's what I wanted to tell you. It's reached a point I'm like, hey, this is too harsh. I want to go back home. But more I've been without phone. So the communication is not there.
You couldn't trace your roots back home without a phone, like look for money.
I have to keep the conversations going too.
Yeah.
No, that one was cut. Then I can't. I had to even hustle on people and things like that. It's never working because they can raise that amount. The amount that I get maybe is for I to survive. But can't meet that way of how I can pay for the crib because it's too expensive. Yeah, so it was tricky. The last time I tried, it was like, okay, we will send you at least something the next day or in the course of the week. You cannot believe this. The next time I heard from them was like a year and a half.
When was the last time you went back home? Are your parents both still alive?
Nope. I don't even know about the whereabouts of my mom.
You don't know the whereabouts of your mom?
If she's there.
When was the last time you saw your mother?
I don't even know if it's 20 years back. I can't even remember because me, I'm never turning back.
So you left and left and left.
Until I managed to get the platforms to do my reggae and dance. Failure to that, then that is the end of us.
How about your siblings, brothers? You have 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
Them, they have families. They've been blessed in a way that they're hooked to some other people.
Have you ever tried looking for them?
So if I look for this person has kids. So
but they're still your blood.
Is he going to take care of me, or is he going to take care of this kid who is now, this one is sick, this one they want fish, this one wants food, this one wants I don't know what, all those things. And maybe there are 4 or 5.
But I thought as relatives are supposed to lift each other.
I don't know of the relatives. Maybe you
no,
ask me about
your
my
brothers, yeah. I thought you guys are family. They're supposed to lift you. They can't see you suffering or struggling and not help you chase your dreams.
It's not their wish because the amount that they're being paid while hustling their works is too little even to keep them themselves going.
Okay, so they're not well off.
Exactly, that's what I told you even in the beginning. If we were well off, I could have been asking for support.
Yeah.
At least they send me something, I'd be in the crib, I'd be doing a lot of things, my music, my what. But it's not like that, it's me on my own now to build my relationship with the higher power. For God to hook me up with someone.
Okay. Now I want
so I have these friends of mine.
Yeah.
Now I'm more of there's this one. We're close.
Whereby you stand by each other.
Yeah, but the style of our communication is only God who knows. Yeah, it is tight.
It is bad.
Then there's a lot of negative energy that doesn't want to see things work. and there are very many. The same with this other side. You know, it is very tight. They don't want. I've been uprooting, even God blessed me now with that. If I tell you, you cannot even believe it. Uproot. I reach a point God tells me just go and check on something there. When I go and check on, like today, I don't know if it came from that other side. I remove something like this, you get there some women stuff, hairs, the kitchen stuff, like, you know, this, the TV, what. A lot of things, they don't want that hookup to work. They want me to be like this.
You
they
mean
don't
there are
want
negative forces against you. Okay.
They don't want me to do it.
To progress.
Even, exactly.
Okay.
To get a job. They want me to sink down deep, deep, deep.
To remain just as you are right now.
It is not a joke.
Okay, fine.
That battle is extremely serious until sometimes I even ask my friend, are we really going to meet? According to the way this war is going on. Because I can't blame you at the same time. Because if they do
so
that...
So you want to tell me, you're trying to say there are spiritual
warfare
war against you? Towards you.
Too much.
Okay, before we go to that,
I experienced that battle.
Before we go to that, you'll explain us more about that. I want you to tell me, how did KissTv find you? And how long did you work in KissTv? First of all, tell me, how did you find yourself in KissTv, from the streets to KissTv?
Now, that is where God came in.
Yeah.
Remember, I was helping out sell the Veve, the gut.
You are selling Veve. Veve is mirror, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just doing the takeaways. Actually, the product is not mine. But now, since I hang around
in the
shops,
streets.
yeah, I hang around. I try to keep myself busy. That's how I used to manage to get at least my ways of survival. You know, after doing the takeaways, they'll bless me up. And they bless me up. At least with the 50 bob of going and coming, another one the same, another one you'll meet them today. They're in the mood. They'll give you like even two salt. 200. Yeah, like that keeps you going. You know. That's how I used to survive. Now I met these guys. This friend of mine, a long time. He used to just sell the same stuff. Now he knew there are these guys. So when these guys used to go to come to the street now, I was helping this guy. And at the same time now, things were really, really tight. Things were tight, you know. He had some customers. That's how I met now these guys who help me out. Sponsored me.
They connected you to Kiss?
Yeah, they sponsored for the entire album recording of my album. Judgment Day.
What was the name of your album then?
Judgment Day. Judgment Day. Judgment Day. So you can tell
Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can tell me that if the church people have been teaching me about God, if me I have even my own content, so I talk about the Judgment Day, them they don't talk about the Judgment Days. They talk about how they will get money and those verses of how they will get rich. God says you eat from where you hustle. The heart that giveth receiveth. And many things, you know, of which you cannot blame them. It's very true. You have to eat from where you hustle.
So you did an album called Judgment Day.
So then we managed the launch in 2011. Now in between there are connections. Those will always remain my brothers. They're the ones who hooked me up with another brother. You know. Then this brother happened to be now my boss there. He was called Makari. Now he saved me. He was my boss there.
At Kiss?
Yeah.
So that's how you got a job at KissTv?
Exactly. He came to me in the street at the time when things were tight. We were being chucked out of that place with the city council, and they came with the cops, the APs and all that. That was the last event to go there because they were wondering, hey, how come that Nati Dread is not coming? the guys here on this other side, they want to battle it out. You know how it goes in the street with them. Then I have to go there and make peace with the government and with my fellow street boys on this other side. I asked them only one question. Okay, I greeted them first. They did not expect that. They are their big man too. Then I asked them, it is not our wish to be here because you also cannot tell about the future of your children. You know, if we knew that this is how things were going to be, then most definitely we would have changed the style. But it is the plan of God. Or can you tell the 20 years of your kid how it's going to be? Really? Or can you tell what if you've got colds at this time? How he's going to survive? They told me true, you're right, in a way that there's only God who knows. So what we are asking of you is just give us a bit of some time, because here there are even people, children, some young kids, you can sleep outside. We are used to that cold and things like that. But now what about this one who is maybe pregnant, is expecting, you know, at that time, you know, what will you do? How are they supposed to survive? If you don't think about these ones, then where did you come from? There's some power that was behind all that. And it's God who is working all these things for his works to be seen, the progression part of it.
So when you met your boss,
so they
from
gave us
KISS.
time. They told us, okay, we'll give you like this week, then we'll come back and things like that. And our staff's already outside, demolishing the crib, the ghetto, you know. So they left.
And came
When
back
they
after a
left,
week.
they told me they'll come back like after a week. Can I tell you the truth? Me, after some time, because that particular same day, I lost some of my stuff too. I didn't have much. But now that same day is when God came to me through this guy. He just called me. He told me, you know what? I have a job for you. How much are you going to charge? And I knew it is just painting the crib. I told him, okay. Unless I see the house, because I can charge, then it ends up to be like maybe it's a small room, and I can charge in a way that now it reaches professionally. Think this guy is too cheap in a way that the kind of job that he's going to deliver is not going to be to that level of satisfying enough to convince other people to bless you with other ways, how you can earn a living through that style. He told me, okay, the evening he will come. Like that time like this one. They told me, I know you're hustling in the street and things like that, selling your guts, and I'll come today. In fact, we will have to chew together. Told him, in fact, that would be great. It's only that right now things are really extremely out of hand in a way that I don't even know what to tell you. But if you come, it will be great. Tell me, don't worry, I'll come. You from this time to this time, you just be at that spot where you normally hustle. I told him, cool, man, I'll be there. Now that is how it worked.
So that is how you got a job at KISS. Later, so he came back.
I made peace here, and God remembered me.
How long did you work at KISS?
A year, then we were in trouble.
How much were they paying you? Or is it private?
No, that is not mine.
Oh.
But it wasn't a lot because we were the first presenters there.
You were the first presenters at KISS at that time. You want some more tea?
No, I'm fine. In fact, I was just thinking of some other stuff I was burning down there.
No.
I need to go and get rid of them, because if I leave them like that, the wicked ones will come after them too, because this war is
we are about
is
to
how.
finish. We are about to finish. Let's just cut the story short. So you left KISS after 1 year, and then you went back to the streets.
No, I was still operating with the studio. So we managed the launch. You know, at Alliance Francaise, it was great. In fact, that was now the first reggae to be done there, and I wasn't paid because they knew of reggae, maybe that those who had that mentality of reggae is never positive. So I was never paid. After going for days, weeks, months, just trying to follow up, because I knew if I don't do it now,
They haven't paid you
going
until
to
today.
it's going to be tight. So I had to do the works of His Imperial Majesty first. For all these other things, you know, for Him to release all these other things. Because He says, you seek first the kingdom, His Imperial Majesty and His righteousness, and all these other things shall be added unto you.
That's true.
So you gave me, then I have to give them. It's not for me to keep it to myself. If I keep it to myself, that is a blunder. You have a vital information that can save billions of lives, and you're just quiet. And you know the children of God are perishing because of lack of these things. Who's going to carry that cross? Is it not you?
Yeah, wise words, wise words.
So that is how. Now, since the devil knows these things, they have to fight me day in, day out, day in, day out. It is hard, in fact, even until I was even asking him, say, it's hard to take the hand of God for these children of Israel to come out of Pharaoh's hands. True or false? And now you see those ones were like 10. Now these ones are like more than 200 every day. You think it's a joke?
It's not a joke.
Against one man.
So
What
you
is that
left
supposed
Kiss. I want you
that
to
is
tell me.
that is 10. That
10
was
years.
20 years. Then now after the launch, I started doing my freelance. I started doing my freelance. Yeah, I don't exactly know what happened in between the company. There's this guy who never liked to see the boss do his good works, because the boss had a very good heart. It's not everyone who does good will receive that support of 100%. In between the 12 disciples of God, Satan was there, Judas.
Yeah.
So they're everywhere. So if you could be in the company of Jesus, the Lion of Judah, do you want to tell me that you cannot be even in us like this?
Betrayers.
The bomb bucklers, they will always be there. Now these are the people who have made me not even to go back to the industry. You look at my live performance, those guys started fighting me immediately after my launch. They were hired to help me play the tunes. You know.
They brought you down.
And these are Rasta guys still. So they turned out to become my rivals. And if someone calls himself your rival, what is that supposed to be? I'm a rebel.
Okay. So after all that happened, what is your situation currently as we are speaking now? Where do you live? Where do you stay? What do you do?
There's some
I want
friends.
you to-
There's some
I
friends
want
who came.
Kenyans to understand you. Kenyans who remember
Most of
you,
them.
remember your show. First
Most
of
of
all,
them.
tell us your show. We are trying to cut
Jarais.
this story short. Your show ilikuwa inaitwaje?
Jarais.
Jarais in KissTv.
With a one-fist hand.
Okay, I know there's some people who remember that a lot, and people who know you maybe
They
might
know me,
remember
true.
you.
It had
So
fans,
currently, tell
it
us
had
your situation
fans.
currently. What is your situation currently as we speak?
Okay, like now a week or something like that. There's some guys who came and tried to help out too after they saw. There are guys who came, presenter Ali, with
Yeah,
some
I know
lady.
Presenter Ali, yeah.
You know Ali? Hey, he was a very great help. He helped me create awareness of my situation. But even before that,
Did you find any help from?
I was still with my two friends. We've been together for like 3 years, just battling it out. Why is it that we cannot meet and talk? What? We are strong together.
So what happened after Presenter Ali?
I cannot discard my friends.
Were you helped?
Because someone who is ever with you in your dark hours is not just someone in your life if you have wisdom and knowledge. You get me? This is not just a normal person the way other people just look at this person.
Did people come through for you? With your
Actually,
friends?
it is tight.
This time.
But right now, at least here, there's some big ups a little. because
What is your current
there's
situation?
this lady also who came up. She's called Cecilia, with some guy. This guy was with Ali. I don't know what happened, because me, I don't have those stuff like.
So they promised you
follow.
some things.
They blessed up a bit, but still, I'm just like with my friend.
Okay.
I
Where
don't
do you
want
stay?
to let them go.
Do you have a place to
They
stay?
don't want to let me go. I'm all still in the street. Imagine.
You sleep on the streets.
We are attached in that form of God is with us.
So you currently sleep in the streets. Where do you eat?
Right,
Nakula
like
nini?
this, the way you just came, you bought me tea,
And food.
and you bought food. I'll come and eat, and that's how I survive.
So that's how you survive. Have you ever wished to live, to get rid of this life? Yes,
Someone
streets
got
kabisa,
to just
maybe have a home,
just
a house,
God to touch
maybe
someone.
have a family,
That's what I
live
want, man.
normal, a normal life, just like any others.
That's now why the negative energy is fighting me too much like that. I always pray God to just touch someone who is taking this time long.
Okay, talk to people. You want someone to be touched.
In
Talk
a
to
way
people,
that-
because someone
in a
might
way
be
that-
touched, someone might see this interview and get
bless
touched.
me with a
What
bungalow.
would you want Kenyans to do for you?
Just I need a house, a compound of my own. I cannot live like in this
But
places,
we need to
because
start
the
from
witches,
somewhere.
the witches are there.
But we need to start from somewhere. You can't just wake
Look,
up and...
look,
But
here.
there's nothing God can't do.
Exactly. That's what I wanted
can
to
do
tell.
anything,
Don't underestimate the power of God.
Yeah.
The way you are, the way I am, the way He is, the way the owner of this building is. It's not the way everyone is.
His ways,
There is
his
that
ways
one.
are not our ways.
There is that one who can be touched and be like, since he's the servant of God, the only way I can pay for this journey to be successful, me I can bless him with this bungalow he's been asking of, and equip him with all those things that at least can.
What if someone comes
Because
and says...
there are those who help with the church, but now it turns out that they've turned the churches into den of thieves. Now you've helped this person to steal from the innocent. But if you help this guy who really wants to do this thing, and then you look at my concert, you'll be like, it is true. You can actually help this guy gain his focus back.
Okay.
You know, when he gains his focus back, maybe the friend will come in the process and they will work it out, because according to the way I explain myself, even in this street, is like, then my friend will come, and God,
really, really, truly love
and
your
God.
friends.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you've spoken about that a lot of times during this interview. Anyway,
Cannot
because
blame
we are
me,
almost
cannot blame me.
finishing this interview, what if someone comes and says, Ezekiel, I don't have a bungalow, but I have a place you can stay. I can offer you a place you can stay. It's just a simple structure, just a nice place. I'll give you food, I'll give you stuff like that. Because you see, not everyone watches us. Even maybe the people who are
Don't
blessing you,
underestimate the
they
power
don't
of
have...
God.
they
Don't underestimate
No,
the
I'm
power of
trying
God.
not to shut God's blessings, because someone might come and say, actually I have a mansion for you. Someone may come and say, actually I have a bungalow for you. Someone may come and say,
That is the
actually
target.
I have a bed sitter or a one bedroom for you. Are you going to shut them out?
I'll still live with these people, and they'll still do the same things, because even Judas was never tired.
Yeah.
The witches will never get tired. One thing people need to understand, Satan is a spirit. Satan never feels hungry, never eats food. He never sleeps. And I'm so sorry to say, it is not a he, it is it. It's not he or she. Because witches are women and men. They are both. So how can you say this is one person? And to make the matters worse, that is how they're raising even their siblings, the kids. They're growing in that pace. Now, what if they, in a school, you get that now, these kids are like 20 or 50. They can bewitch those teachers and these other kids. Where's the world heading to? Because the mission of Satan is to steal, kill, and to destroy.
John 10:10.
Exactly. You see, that is a major downfall towards even the development part of it. The mission of God, so God's works to prevail and things like that. So when are we going to make it if they keep on fighting me in a way that I can't get invitations? I can't even do my own things.
Okay.
That I have to go with some other people's rhythm and not my rhythm according to the way God wants things to.
Okay, I understand. Okay, let us wind up.
Yeah. So me,
So,
I was trying to say, you don't underestimate the power of God. God
Yeah.
said, if you want to give a sacrifice to Him, you don't give Him that bull that you can even count the ribs. You give Him something fat,
good thing, yeah.
something
So-
fat, in order for Him to release.
So you want a bungalow
I really
for you
appreciate
and
it.
your friends. I'm sure someone has had this interview, and
It is
whoever God is
possible.
going to touch, they're going to help and come through for you. So since you don't have a phone, if anyone who wants to help you, he is going to reach us and we're going to look for you.
I'll give you my
Exactly,
number.
you have a number.
You see those guys?
Just say it. Just say it. Just say it so that.
Those guys give me. They blessed me with a phone.
Oh, so you have a phone.
Yeah, a small one.
Oh, great. Just say your number so that people may reach you directly. It's not necessarily they reach us. If God has touched anybody,
You will be surprised. I
Just
don't
say
even
it.
know the number because
you don't know
it's
the
like
number.
3 or 4 days.
No problem. You're going to give us the number, and then our editor is going to put it down down here so that everybody can read it. And if someone has been touched with this story, they're going to get in touch with us, and we're going to look for you and see the way forward, what we're going to do. So we're going to end this interview. First of all, I want to thank you so much for taking us through your journey. Thank you for your time. And I know you're going somewhere you've told me to buy some things.
Some voodoo stuff, man. Really thank God for what He's doing inside me, because to get people who can excavate those things, they're never there. Because me, it is only by the power of God that I manage even to get those stuff, and it's not that people who do that. So I thank you. I thank Lion here, so my brother. I thank those guys, Cecilia, and the team too, because in the process I met some guy too there.
Yeah.
Can do magic, God can work something,
Yeah.
you know. But I didn't want someone to just take advantage of someone wanting to help me,
Yeah.
to become a broker,
Yeah.
and
It's
to
good knowing-
steal from the other side,
Yeah.
and to make the works of God now look like, you know, it doesn't work like that. We have to be positive minded
Yeah.
all the time for God now to release these things properly, because everyone
Okay, let
was
us end
blessed.
this because of time. Thank you so much, guys, for listening and for watching. His name is Ezekiel
Mzizi Mbaya.
Mzizi Mbaya. He was a presenter at KissTv during 2010, and he worked there for 1 year. If you can remember, he used to kuna leta reggae, si ndio?
Jara session
Yeah,
every
he used-
Thursday.
Exactly, every Thursday. Kama unamjua unaweza mkumbuka, and this is his current situation. So if you're there and you know him, and if you are
platforms
entertained
to
by
do the
what he used to do
performances,
at
dance
2010
over
in
there.
KissTv, kindly, he's going to give us his number, and we're going to put it down there. If you want to reach him, help him. Amesema anataka bungalow, and actually he has friends that he also wants them to get help. Wanakunga pamoja pale kwa streets. So if you want to reach Ras Ezekiel and maybe share anything and bless him, mtoe kwa street and stuff like that, please just call his number or call us, and we're going to connect you to him. And thank you so much, guys, for being patient and for listening to us.